We've watched, we've waited, and it's now finally time to welcome an all-new Nissan Qashqai to Australia. But it comes a fair whack more expensive over its predecessor. So what extra kit does this car unlock over and above the old one? Let's go and find out. The 2023 Nissan Qashqai reinserts into the small SUV category to compete against cars such as a Honda HR-V, Toyota Corolla Cross, and the Mazda CX-30. The segment is really starting to heat up, with two of those mentioned nameplates also launching new iterations in the last 12 months. But we're here to talk about the Qashqai, which sports new styling both inside and out. At the front you can see styling that's reminiscent of the new X-Trail and Pathfinder, and along down the side you get these 19-inch new alloy wheels. The car can also come in two-tone paint, like this car, which gets a black roof. It is a bigger car compared to its predecessor, and even though the changes are incremental, you can appreciate the differences in person. The 2023 Qashqai range comprises 4 variants: the ST, ST Plus, STL and TI. Prices are up as much as $8,300 in the case of the flagship TI, while even the entry-level variant is up $3,300 over its predecessor. Naturally, as you walk up through the range you get extra equipment, but all 4 cars are powered by a 1.3-litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine which sends its power to the front wheels. It's only offered with a continuously variable transmission, no more manuals. An e-Power hybrid version is available in Europe now and will be offered locally at a later date. Inside the cabin of this TI variant you get these new quilted leather upholstery seats with heating and massage functions, as well as a 12.3-inch display atop the dash. That comes with a new infotainment software system. In front of the driver you've got a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and a colour head-up display. Well, you just saw there, that door opens really wide to allow easy access for your backseat passengers. This driving seat is in my driving position and there's a good amount of room back here. I've got good headroom and knee room. Plus in the back seat you've also got map pockets for storage, door pockets, USB ports and now air vents. At the back here you've got a kick sensor to open the electric tailgate, and once you're inside the boot you get a divide and hide system to organise all your luggage space. The TI model here does contain 418 litres of space, which is slightly down on lower spec models in the range due to that subwoofer from the Bose stereo system. Well, we're driving the Nissan Qashqai in Melbourne's Docklands region at the moment, and you can feel it's pretty perfectly sized for this kind of environment. The dimensions themselves are pretty easily managed into car parking spaces and even within lanes, and the light steering is really easy to place the car on the road. Ride control for the most part is really well managed, and even though it is a little bit jumpy over cobblestones and that sort of thing, it is really well damped on things like speed humps and when you are going over road joins. The cabin is built well, fit and finish is strong, while cabin ambience is kept quiet at most speeds. Thankfully, the continuously variable transmission isn't one of those thrashy ones under load. On startup, the car does make a fair bit of noise, but this quickly dies down as it gets warmer. The outputs from that 1.3-litre turbocharged engine are really well suited both around town and even when we were driving in the country yesterday, there was more than enough power for overtakes. The thing that grates a little bit is the responsiveness of that continuously variable transmission. When you put your foot on the accelerator, there isn't the immediate response that you kind of need, especially when you're diving in and around town. Well yes, it's substantially more expensive than the old Nissan Qashqai, but what car hasn't jumped in price recently? There are very few. The thing that counts is Nissan has included a cool suite of new tech, a really spacious cabin and a resolved driving experience. With all the new arrivals on the small SUV scene, we can't wait to put the new Qashqai up against its rivals. For more information on the 2023 Nissan Qashqai, head to Drive.com.au for the full review.